Just like that, we're live again here in the studio. It's Studio 10-4. Welcome to the show for the weekly update for 12/10/21. Man, December is winding down, and so is this year. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to bring a new one in here pretty soon, and hopefully it's going to be heads and tails above everything we did last year, which there were some good things that went on here in this year of 2021. But we'll make it all gooder, as John Jakes might say. Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you on the show. This is a great show tonight. We have our Cover Trucker feature show tonight, which is presented to you by Pittsburgh Power, the folks at Pittsburgh Power who bring you max mileage. Renegade Products USA, of course, never ride dirty, keep your truck shiny and pretty. I think I made one up there for Rami. Hey, buddy. Jesse's Equipment Sales, and that is the home of the $10,000 cash giveaway, and you get a truck with that too. So hope you guys got your chance to enter in and be a part of that last giveaway. That was known as JES3. Just simply stated, Jesse's Equipment sells third truck. Number 4 is in the works right now. Go to jessestrucks.com and check it out. You will see what's going on, or go to their Facebook page. You can kind of check out all the progress as it goes and see what they're up to there on number 4. So we don't know who the winner is on that third truck yet. I would imagine though pretty soon. The last chance to enter for that truck was November 30th. So there is a winner, I'm sure. They just probably haven't gotten around to announcing it yet, because they actually go through. I mean, this is a real deal giveaway. It's not some, fishbowl, pull names out of a hat kind of crazy thing. They actually have a company that they submit all the data and everything to, who chooses the winner. So it's done professionally and legally. So you guys check them out. Get yourself a truck and 10 grand. All right. So I love these shows that we do every month. We get our cover trucker hopefully in the show. Last month we had a little trouble because our guy Gus was a sick one, and we couldn't get him in there. So we brought you Jake Bass. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I think that was a fun time. Jake's just a great guy to talk to, and I'd grab a mic and talk to him on the road or right here on the show anytime, anywhere. So good to have Jake on the show to fill in for Gus, and we will get Gus in the studio. Gus, if you're watching and listening, we will get you in this month, but couldn't have you first and then get to our current guy. So we got CG in the green room right now. He's I think he's sipping an adult beverage. I don't know, man. He's got something in front of him. I don't even have a glass of water in front of me right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll put a video on and go grab an adult beverage here at some point. Mr. Dan the Man, Dan Linz, of course, owner, editor, and all around good guy, photographer extraordinaire. And we're gonna show you some pictures. If you haven't seen this month's edition yet, there it is. There is C.G. Soza's beautiful Kenworth W900 right there on the cover. If you haven't seen that truck yet, and I'm just going to flash this real quick because we're going to go real life on this one here in a minute. If you haven't seen that yet, you are in for a surprise and a shocker. These guys put that truck in a position to capture, I think, one of the all-time greatest 10-4 magazine centerfolds of all time. And I think it came at the right time and, the right situations in our country to be in a position to put a patriotic cover centerfold together like they did. It just so fitting and so inspiring. It's just an awesome shot, and we'll get to that here in a minute. Who else we got in here? Miss Julia is in the studio. Of course, Miss Julia is not actually in the studio. She's in the studio like the rest of you virtually tonight. She's not here with me. She's out and about doing Miss Julia things. So we got John Jakes in here, of course. Billy Joe Burrell, good to have you on, buddy. Brandon Carpenter, nice to have you on the show. We got more people coming in here, I'm sure. We'll see as the show goes on. So what are you guys up to right now, the 10th of December? I mean, I know what I did last night. I got caught up on Yellowstone. Y'all, how many watching Yellowstone, right? If you're not watching Yellowstone, you got to be under a rock or something, because I mean, it's this right now. It's all about Yellowstone, and everybody's dog's going to be named Rip. And maybe their kids. Everybody wants to meet Beth, or at least half of her. The good half, the crazy half, I don't know, man. She's a package. If you guys have not seen the show yet, then you're gonna have to go back and you can check it out on Peacock. They've got all 3 prior seasons, and then you can get caught up on season 4. But geez, man, what a show, I gotta say. And there's some really cool stuff about this show too. Is that the guy that's writing all this stuff, Taylor Sheridan, I think his name is. Anyway, this guy's a real deal cowboy. In fact, this guy just bought the 4.6s in Texas, one of the biggest working ranches in our country. Guy just bought it, $300 million or something crazy thing. I'm sure there was probably a group of investors that are part of that whole deal. But anyway, yeah, just unbelievable. Yeah, Johnny, Yellowstone is awesome. Hey, and thanks for bringing that up there. So, in case y'all don't know, and probably a bunch of you don't, I mean, I'm sure it's not like everybody's paying attention to what Kim and John are doing on a daily basis, but Kim just had John a new hip, if I'm not mistaken, done this week. So, not that she wasn't hip enough before, now she's really going to be. So, with a new hip in play. And everything worked out good. She's in great shape and recovering and sitting somewhere getting spoiled maybe by John Jakes, who happens to be her husband, Miss Kim Jakes. Yes, that's correct. Miss Julia's out Christmas shopping for me, huh? You know, yeah, I'm the worst person to ask what I want for Christmas. You know what I want for Christmas? Okay, gonna laugh, right? I want one of those WeatherTech put your in the cup holder, phone holder things. I just think those things are so cool. You drop it in there. It's built so you can run your charge cord to the phone, and it doesn't get in the way, and it'll hold the phone in place, and you can lock it into the cup holder deal. Yeah, John, that's a good point too. If I thought I could make that happen, yeah, uh, would that would be cool. Billy Joe Burrell unloaded my high, wide, and heavy this morning. Well, that's what you do, Billy. I mean that's your thing, man. You load big loads and heavy loads across the country, man. You know, um, I was never involved in any of those kind of specialty loads like that, so I don't know. I would imagine there's got to be some money in it, so guys wouldn't be doing it. There's a lot of beautiful heavy haulers out there. I've always thought the heavy haul trucks look badass, and so there must be something happening out there that's working good, man. Um, Edgardo Rios. Don't know where you're from there, buddy, but welcome to the show. David Waller, good to have you. Hey there, you feeling all right? 10-4? Yeah, buddy, I'm feeling fine, man. I'm feeling real good. Yeah, besides all the excitement of course, Yellowstone nationally, here locally, our Folsom Bulldogs, that's Folsom High School. We do have 2 high schools with a third being built here in Folsom. Folsom Bulldogs took their division last Friday night, Division I AA against De La Salle. Any of you California high schooler guys would know that was a big, big deal. First time since 1975, Sac Joaquin section was able to beat De La Salle. Knocked him out. So we saved De La Salle I'm going to say it, the embarrassment of probably getting wiped out by Mater Dei, who's going to kill somebody tonight if they haven't already. And we're playing Cathedral Catholic, and we're down south in Mission Viejo, I think, playing that tonight. And we actually played those guys a couple years back and beat them at the end of the game. It was a nail biter for sure. So we'll see what happens. We're playing for state tonight. So wish us luck for the Folsom Bulldogs. It's a good day to be a Bulldog, as they say around here in Folsom. And that's going to be on the NBC Sports package. So if you've got that, you can want to check out what I'm going to be rooting for here. The game starts at 8, I think. Got a lot of local places around town that are going to be featuring the game, and a lot of people are going to be rooting on the Folsom Bulldogs tonight to bring home another state championship, which they've done quite a few of, 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken. And we've got guys in the NFL too. Right now, we've got an up and coming that is at oh crap, and I knew I'd forget. But anyway, he is Joe Nagata plays for Tigers, and help me out, college. Anyway, he's he's playing. He got COVID, didn't get to finish the season out. So, man, brutal. But anyway, great stuff happening around here. Cold as, man, we're down into the 30s now, and winter is definitely here. So, yeah, it's like walk outside, turn the heater on the patio to enjoy a cigar. So I'm going to go someplace where it's a little warmer tonight, probably, and go check out the local Eagle Club that we have here in town and watch the game there. So anyway, as I said, tonight we got C.G. Soza here in the studio, and why wait any longer when I can bring C.G. into the show? I'm going to bring him in here right now, man. There he is. What's going on?
Oh, same old stuff, John. Same old stuff.
Same old, huh? I'm going to bring you down. Bring us small here. Let me get that cool background going on. So where are you at right now? Oh, look at him, got his Sick Rigs hat on, man.
Gotta
Oh, shameless plugs all over. All right, I gotta, I got the official Stay Loaded shirt. Who Stay Loaded is, of course, the official provider of 10-4 apparel. Get yours today. Which, incidentally, we're going to get to that too. But you guys, just before you get carried away and don't get any, get on the website and get your shirts, hats, and subscriptions out there for those that you want to buy something really cool for. That's what you do with 10-4. You get yourself some 10-4 gear and get it sent out there. The link's there to the Stay Loaded site, and of course you can get the subscriptions right from us. So anyway, after all that, and what are you drinking there, man? Is that adult or is that just water? What do we
no, it's just plain out nice ice cold Coke this tonight. I figured I'd wait till after the interview before I open up the really good bottles. But
here's the funny thing, man. Nobody really knows if it's you because you're not wearing sunglasses. So I mean, right?
Yeah, I do have eyes.
Right. It's so funny. My eyes aren't sensitive or anything, but I mean, they work better if I got sunglasses on. Most of the time I'm outside, right?
So, yeah, and as many years as I've been driving, it pays to have a good pair of sunglasses. And when you get a good pair of sunglasses, you get real dependent on them real quick. So,
yeah, you do.
And they say it's good not to be out in the sun with your eyes. So, I'm trying to do what the doctor said too.
Yeah, hopefully that works out for both of us. My favorite sunglasses, I had literally a pair of Maui Jims for almost 25 years, and they got stolen out of Miss Julia's car while we were visiting in San Francisco, man. Unbelievable. But anyway, so normally I'd be saying, so how's it been out there on the road, and what's it been like having everybody shouting up your name out there on the road on the radio and seeing your truck? But that's not where you've been. Where you been? What have you been doing?
No, I had to have some knee surgery done on the 30th. So since the 30th, I've been here at the home 20. Since then, I have not been able to be out on the road. But it's, something that's been bugging me for quite a while. So I had to get it done. The Porterville show, I was hopping around on crutches there. And so I finally had to, break down and get it done. We're getting into my slow time of the season. So I figured, well, let's just get it done now. And I know Dan mentioned that too. He goes, man, it's really a bummer you're not out on the road this month. I'm like, I know, but it is what it is. Got to take care of myself first. So that way I got more miles to truck. So,
well, everybody save all that fun stuff up for him. Look at who's on here. Colby Kaliva's on there, man, the Sick Rig man himself. So, yeah, save some of that love up for CG when he gets back out on the road with that now beautiful, not that it wasn't before, but now it is, cover truck of 10-4 magazine for December 2021. So, yeah, that was a fun thing for me when I got mine and I was out and I don't know, it was a longer time ago, so it's a little different, but 10-4 sure has gotten bigger since then, man. I mean, a lot more recognition, a lot more people know about it, but even back then it was a lot of fun. So I look forward to you enjoying that and experiencing that there when you get back on the road. So when are you going to be back out?
Well, I'm hoping not too far after the first of the year. The doctor said it'd probably be about 3 months till I'm 100%, but I'm too stubborn to wait that long. That's for sure. I start physical therapy next week. So hopefully by the first of the year, I'll be up and rolling and grabbing them gears again and see what happens. So, it's not, hasn't been exactly an easy thing. It's been a little tough the last couple 10 days, but it is what it is. And, I got to keep walking. So
yeah. No, I hear you. So did you get a new knee?
No, I torn the meniscus in my knee.
Yeah,
so you got to go back and repair that and everything else. And You
Yep.
know, I thought, well, that's simple. It's not a knee replacement or ACL. But now, from what I understand, of course, after I got it done, was, well, that's pretty a big deal. It's not exactly easy to get through. And I'm like, yeah, I'm figuring that out.
Yeah, I think age has something to do with that, brother. I had it done when I was a kid, um, more or less a kid. Anyway, I have had 3 of those arthroscopic surgeries done, and yeah, they're a little bit something. So we got Jimmy Gansky in here, also cover trucker. Dan being the guy wishing everybody uh, a Merry Christmas out there. So the conversation is going on the side here with while we're doing our thing. So yeah, we want to get you better and get you back out there. I was looking at the interior shot of your truck, and something about Kenworth versus Peterbilt. Kenworth has that elevated floor as it gets up to the kick panel, and the Peterbilts are just flat all the way in. I always wondered, do you have enough leg room in there? Because I never drove KW. I was always a lot of weather weird crap, but and Peterbilt. But how does that work in there, man? If you got long legs, is it okay?
Well, and it's funny you mentioned about long, because I'm not exactly short. I'm 6'2",
Yeah.
and before this Kenworth, all I drove was Freightliners.
Ah,
And then when I went back, when I took a brief break from driving and went back, and I couldn't find a Freightliner Classic to save my life. They're like, well, we don't build them no more. They're obsolete. So long story short, I went to KW. Actually, I went to Peterbilt first. Sat in one of their trucks, and it was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. The sales guy was like, well, we can move the seat back a few inches. And I'm like, a few inches? I'm going to need more like 8 inches than just a couple. So went over to Kenworth, sat in it, and put the seat back, and I was able to pretty much stretch my legs out all the way. The seat goes back far enough to where I'm perfectly comfortable. So, so that little elevation there really, I mean, you don't even know it's there, except for when you try to put a custom floor in it. You wish it was flat like the Peterbilt and
yeah,
not this
yeah,
elevated angle, because it put a whole nother level of difficulty trying to get, a custom floor in there. So trust
yeah.
me, I was cussing it out. I wish it was flat.
I had a lot of buddies of mine that drove K Dubs, and some of them were short, so they really dug that. It sort of just kind of gave them a little extra, I don't know, like a booster sort of thing. I don't know, but yeah, I always wondered, and on my truck, I had it was a footrest, and I can't remember what bike it came from, but it was a foot peg from a motorcycle, and we mounted it inside on the left kick panel. So I had a place to put my foot, and then after I did that, believe me, I'm not the one who, only one who did it. Peterbilt finally figured out that we were digging that, and so they put that little elevated footrest in there for us at some point. Eventually, they kind of catch up and figure out what we're doing. But beautiful truck. In fact, I'm going to bring up a shot here, and this one, I mean, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get down to it, man, because this shot, well, let me see here. There it is. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this shot right here. Now, if y'all haven't seen this yet, what are you waiting for? What
Yeah,
are
they
you
would.
waiting for?
I think it turned out, 1,000 times better than myself or Dan even expected it to. But we were talking about, where we were going to shoot the truck, and somewhere kind of locally, maybe hometown, something that has to do with cars and this and that. And I was thinking about it. Castle Museum has been a staple of Atwater ever since the base closed. And so I was thinking, well, why not, do something with the plains? It's my hometown. And of course, like you mentioned earlier, with, the way our country is going, I mean, what more patriotic could you be with, the heartbeat of America that keeps America rolling, us truck drivers, in front of, what is, the staple of our country, the president of the United States, and an Air Force One plane. So,
Yeah.
and luckily for us, they have it all illuminated at night, and with a few phone calls, I mean, that's what we came up with. So, I mean, Dan and I just shook our heads like, man, I hope this comes out as good as it looks like through the camera. And sure enough, man, Dan just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. took us out of there. Yeah, there it is, guys. So we're featuring that right now on our Facebook page. That's our cover shot that we're featuring up there. And we always put the centerfold of the month up first once the new magazine comes out. So if you guys are wondering where to see that at, of course, you can obviously get it in the magazine. You can obviously also go to our website, 104magazine.com, and check it out there as well. But yeah, so when I saw this, I mean, I'm just like, whoa. It's just, there's no other way to describe it. It's badass. It is. It's just a badass picture. Dan nailed it, and you know, right truck, right time, right place. Everything came together, and just phenomenal looking shot. So, one for the ages, man. I'll tell you. You know, I'd love to put kind of a, you know, best of the best together type of thing. That's my own personal thing. We've talked about it. We don't know how we actually could do something like that, but that one would certainly be a hard one to say no to right there. So congratulations on being your truck in that shot. Great
No,
job.
yeah. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for that. I mean, I know Dan's probably tired of hearing me tell him thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, John, and as well as you know, that day of the photo shoot. But yeah, it's just it's been amazing. It's been just a cool ride. The only way I can explain it. It's been a cool ride. I mean, after the last couple of years we've all had, and have 2020, you know, especially towards the end of the year here for December. I mean, I couldn't have wrote it any better if I wanted to, if I had a chance to do it myself. I mean, it is what it is. It's a great time right now.
Yeah, I know. I agree. You know, and I feel like I've got a kindred spirit. I was a December cover trucker myself. So you and I are closing out. I closed out 2003. You're closing out 21. So congratulations again, man. And welcome to the family, of course. Once a 10-4 cover trucker, always a 10-4 cover trucker. And it is an exclusive group. There's only 12 of us every year. And that's as many as there can be. So the cool thing is that there is 12. There's one every month, and our publication is a monthly. So we really like that. And yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, I feel it too, man. Sometimes I do. I really do. But yeah. You know, the cool thing is, though, I mean, few things have changed since then, but some things are still the same. So that's a good news. So Shannon, Miss Shannon says, CG, tell the story of Dan taking the picture.
Well, we're getting set up to take this picture, you know, where we got the camera up on all these things, trying to get the right angle, and Dan's balancing on a little ladder and so forth. And, you know, he gets up there and he goes, "All right, we're gonna take this picture, and we got to wait for the shutter speed." And you know, he's talking all this camera stuff, and I'm just kind of shaking my head. Okay, yeah, sure, Dan, I know what you're talking about. And he gets it all done. And he goes, "Man," he goes, "I think this is the right one. Man, this looks good, this and that." And I looked over at Shannon. I said, "Does he always get this excited when he's taking pictures?" He goes, "No, no, not really. He's a little giddy right now." And so we started laughing. You know, of course, Dan gives us that look like, "No, I'm not." Oh,
That's a good story. And honestly, you know what? And I'm going to share that because it's true. Yeah, Dan, you are old too, buddy. So you're catching up, man. Anybody younger than me is catching up. Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's a whole story there. Someday we'll chat about that, because that could be a good one for us, Dan, to go back and reminisce about. You know, Dan is, you know, he's, I guess, the Ansel Adams of truck pictures. You know, that caliber of guy, and his art is just that. You know, there's certain styles that some of these guys have, and you can look at a photo sometimes and kind of go, yeah, that's a Dan shot, or you know, so and so or so and so. And there's some that are really obvious out there. You know, you see them, but Dan's pretty broad spectrum kind of guy too. So it's not always as easy as just looking at a photo and knowing he took it. But as far as the excitement, yeah, when he gets the right shot, you bet. Trust me, when it ain't right, it can be just as you know, notable the other way. So we always try to get the right ones, the right spots, and get in the right place at the right time. And you guys did that, man. Got one here from somebody. Proud of you, Pops.
hey, son, thank you, buddy. That's my oldest boy. So,
and how old's he?
He's 22 He has his license too. He actually helps me drive once in a while, on part time while he's doing his woodworking and everything else. So, he's been a little part of that truck too. He did some help with it when we first got it, and some lights and everything else. So, he's got a little bit of sweat in that truck too. So, but I'm glad he got on the watch. So I know he was still at work a little bit ago. So
Well, if your dad's got a truck, you got to be out there doing something with it. And Daniels is saying thanks to you. I don't know if you
yeah,
can see that or not.
it is funny too because not only that my oldest son, but my daughter who's going to be, or actually she just turned 24. I just ran through a picture of her when it was still a 2-axle underneath the back of it, greasing the drive line. So
I'll
yes,
tell
and
you,
he does that.
family times everything. Being able to have that, and then to be able to put it all together like that with with work and your truck and doing whatever it is you're doing. And hey guys, whatever it is you do out there, not everybody watching's trucking, I'm sure. And whatever you do, if you can bring your kids in, um, it's definitely something you'll always be able to appreciate, and so will they. You just made them a part of your world, and now it's something for them to look at and think of, maybe that's kind of where they want to go too. So in some cases it works out that way. I remember taking one of my daughters to daddy work day, something. Anyways, she was running around with me in a 10-wheeler all day, and of course, I'm not dumb. I know she was using that as an excuse to get out of school a little bit too. So let me, but
Yeah, and it's in like in the article, it's a family deal. I'm the third generation, and I was on the truck since I was a baby as well. Pretty much every summer break weekend that he worked, I was on the truck. And there's been quite a few times my two oldest kids were running around with me and in the truck, and when we're delivering ice cream and stuff like that. And they got their experience in it. And now, oh, there's my two little boys, and my two youngest ones now. I mean, I say truck and they beat me out to it, man. They're ready to go. They'll take every chance they get to get in there and ride with dad. So
and
we'll
that's
see.
cool.
We'll see what happens.
And that's cool, man. That's cool. So listen, I gotta ask you, when did you choose the red and black shirts?
Well, the red and black shirts came after the truck, obviously. So it was like,
Okay.
they did. I couldn't find a red and blue, but there was a red and black that looked pretty good. So that's how we got those the somewhat match with the colors of the truck, anyways.
Well, when I first saw those, I thought, well, look at that. The reason I'm laughing, because I'm not wearing mine right now, but we did those for 10-4 TV for Louisville one year, and those kind of became our 10-4 TV studio shirts, and they were definitely a standout. But nice choice, great minds. You know what I mean? Great
There
minds.
you go.
So there's
Mm.
some good pictures in here. Let's pick a couple of these out and take a little look-see in here. And of course, did we ever figure it out as a Yosemite Lake or Lake Yosemite?
I think it's Lake Yosemite.
Okay, well, they're in Merced. That's where we were at. So if you guys haven't seen any of these photos yet, and I would imagine most of you have, there you are, looking cool. This is day of the photo shoot down there in Merced. A lot of great shots, a lot of great detail work in here. I know you got some guys, you want to rattle them off as we kind of get through here. We already gave Colby his plug. Who's next?
Yeah. Well, the Central Cal Welding, they did the fabrication for the deck plate from the back of the truck to the back of the cab. They did a lot of the other fabrication up in front. A Royal Custom Rigs, they did the front airbags, the mirror brackets, and the front light bar in front of the drives. Freitas Signs, he does all my graphic and vinyl work for all of my stickers and signage and that good stuff. And then Romero's Tri-Valley Auto Body, who not only that they're cousins of mine, all first cousins that run it, family business out of Livermore. They did the majority of all the aftermarket paint, which is basically all the inside hard plastics, the fenders, the deck plates. They did the painting for all of that. So yeah, that's about it. And then my right hand man Brett Scroggins, he helped me out with a a lot of that work, especially the interior. Him and I had that whole interior stripped down to just the outside shell, and started at it with Sanders. And a few times we were going, man, we might have bit off more than we could chew, but we we kept at it. And when we got everything, either painted or dyed or reupholstered, and it was like, all right, it's time to put it back in. And we were going, man, are we going to get everything to work? And we got real lucky. We got the dash back in, and everything worked right at the first shot. So we were
get lucky. I'm not going to lie. You did. Yeah,
so,
no, those projects like that, it's like when you tear it down and you look at everything, and after you've found some place to put everything where you think you put it like in the best possible spot, so you'll know where it goes back together when it's time to put it back together, and you're looking at everything and you're going, what the hell did we do to ourselves here? What have we gotten into? And yeah, no, been there, done that.
Yeah, there was a couple of oh shit moments there. We're going,
oh yeah,
wait a minute, no, this has got to go first. Take this back out, put this back in, and oh, good. Anyway, I think we had the truck interior, the truck torn apart for about 3 months, something like that. By the time we got everything out, and I said sanded down, painted, dyed, reupholstered, and put back in. Yeah, it was about 3 months that it was down totally. Luckily, I had another truck oh, there's my daughter. Hi, sweetheart. Anyways, we had another truck to drive while that was down, and I was moving cars, and Brett was working 2 days a week on the inside of that, and so yeah, it was yeah, like I said, it was definitely an undertaking, but we got it done.
You did. Obviously, you're here, and truck's on the cover, and the rest is history. Now, all you got to do is get back in the doggone thing, start working again, and you can get out there and have a little fun and hear what everybody's saying, all the chatter out there, because it'll be there waiting for you.
Well, I've gotten a lot of chatter, and on Facebook and Instagram and everything else, and I do appreciate everybody for giving me the flowers and all that good stuff, man. It was, it's a lot of hard work, and then when it gets recognized like that, it just makes it all worthwhile. All them long nights and sweat and tears and cussing and all that good stuff makes it worthwhile. So I do appreciate it greatly from everybody.
I got something here I'll bring up, and we can talk over this while the video's playing, by the way. So let's get a little look-see here. One of my favorite things, putting the blue lights there on the back of the bumper.
I got a confession too. When we were got home after all the photo shoot, I sat down on the couch and took my boots off, and my wife goes, well, how did it go? I said, well, I'm gonna tell you what, I thought this was going to be kind of a fun day, hanging out, laughing, having a good time. And I'm like, it was a lot of work. So, I mean, I tell you. So, I mean, hats off, lesson to Dan that does this, 12 times a year, for goodness sakes, because it really is. It was a lot of work. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of work to get everything like it was supposed to be. And of course, when you see the shots in the magazine, now you're like, okay, now I know why we took so many pictures, why it took so long. Because I mean, the good old saying, you get in what you put, what you get out of it, what you put into it. And we definitely put the time in there. But hats off to Dan doing this 12 times a year. It was definitely a lot of work, but well worth it.
There's one from your daughter. A lot of long nights in our driveway too, she says.
No, that's my wife, and she's right. That's my wife. I missed a lot of dinners and everything else, and eating out in the driveway. But she supported us 100% all the way, bringing us either cold water when we were sweating, or bringing us hot coffee when we were freezing. So.
Yeah, I liked your other comment. Heck yeah, once a trucker's daughter, always a trucker's daughter. So I love that.
That's my daughter. Yep.
That's your girl. I just want to let everybody know too, that video, I haven't posted any of these up yet. I wanted to do these as a premiere here on the show. I have many more and others that will be posting. Some parts of some of the videos, and some other unique videos that we shot that day have been posted up on our, wait for it, TikTok account. And in case you haven't followed us on that yet, be sure and get over to TikTok and give us a little love. That will kind of get going bigger and more here as we go. A little different platform. I can't say as I'm the ultimate TikTok fan, but there seems to be a place for it because there's people watching it. And it just reminds me so much of Vine. And I don't know how many of y'all remember Vine, but Vine was basically an 11 or 15-second platform, where TikTok's 15 seconds to 3 minutes. But Vine died on the vine, literally, and went away, and then out comes TikTok. So there's just some crazy stuff on there, man. I'll tell you, it's just off the wall. So in the meantime, we've got the cool stuff over at 10-4. Just look for us, 10-4 Magazine official page, our official TikTok account. It's there and it's alive now. So, and in fact, CG, your truck was featured first before anybody else. You're the first one.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, well, shoot, I got a first one right here.
Yeah, you do, buddy. You're our first. Yeah.
And it's funny with TikTok, my wife dabbles with TikTok a little bit, and she actually got a video of the boys when I was coming home after I'd been gone for, I don't know, about 12 days. And I'd come home around the corner, and my little boys were just ecstatic, started jumping up and down, and she put the music, what was it, Jump or something like that, and it just hit perfect, and we had almost 300 and something thousand views on it. Really a cute video with the truck and everything else. So
Yep.
I wasn't a very much TikTok fan either until then. Well, then my boys got to be famous, so I'm like, oh, what the heck.
Well, there's for me, and that's the moments that I enjoy on TikTok, are those kind of moments. Food prep, people that are doing some food prep stuff on there, it's pretty cool. The truck stuff, of course, some of it, not all of it. Kelly, thank you. Kelly Mike Cone. Wish I I like that. I had a nightmare I was a Michigan fan. That's funny to me because I kind of am. But anyway, thanks, Kelly, for watching and supporting the show. Appreciate that. Let's see. Food trucks. There's some pretty crazy car stuff on there too, man. It gets pretty crazy. But there's just some other stuff that's just like, I think
Keep swiping.
Huh?
I said, just keep swiping.
Yeah, just keep swiping, man. It reminds me of Vine. It's like, death of brain cells at 11-second intervals, kind of, is what I used to call Vine. But now it's, here we are. It is what it is. So enjoy it, you guys, and be sure and share our stuff out there too. And of course on YouTube as well. Be sure and subscribe to us over on YouTube. We hope to build that up more in 2022 as well. Bring some different video stuff that we can share over there, and bring unique content over there you guys can enjoy. Facebook's great. It does what it does. We stream to Facebook and to YouTube simultaneously when we do these shows. So what's coming up for you in 2022? Hey, I like that.
Well, obviously still moving cars. I do have a new truck on order. I got another W900 coming.
Wow.
So it's supposed to be hitting the assembly line any day now. It's been moved from July to December to next year in July to back to December. So I haven't heard anything from my sales guy that it had been postponed. So it's supposed to be hitting the assembly line anytime now. So we'll have a new W900 hopefully by sometime after shortly after the first of the year. And I already kind of got, my mindset on what I'm doing with that. Little different color scheme, kind of a similar paint stripes, but just different colors. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can make this another Sozification success, and we'll go from there.
Did you get any kind of an indication as far as W900? Is this, how close are we to the end?
From what I understand, if you don't have it by the end of next year, you're not getting it, from what the sales guys told me. So it's supposed to be basically all existing orders that are already in now, which will be produced into next year, will be the end of it. So Yeah, after that, you have to go with the 990 instead of the 900. So hopefully, get one of the last of the Cowboys there, the old school stuff, and we'll see what I can do with that.
I got to say, man, there's probably going to be at some point, because 389s will be off the assembly line. They won't be doing those anymore. W900s won't be doing those anymore. I think there's going to be a point where, we at 10-4 are going to have a whole other identity to us for covering classic truck shows. And or there's going to be a part in the show that, features, here's the classics. And I know that they're, the ATHS, they do their thing, but there's got to be something that's going to be coming up to that at some point. So we'll see what that all looks like when it happens and when we get there. Yeah, Colby, we'll get there, buddy. We got something else coming up in 2022 for you. You can go ahead and mention it. What are we doing?
Yeah, yeah. The truck show, the Soza Memorial Truck Show, will be our second annual. We just finalized all the dates and stuff for next year at the Merced Fairgrounds, like we had it this year. They'll be June 24th, 25th, and 26th. We're going to do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are going to be on blacktop this year, though. We're not going to be in the same lot we were, even though it was grass 2 weeks before the show, but that ended real quickly with that heat. But so let's just hope we have normal 80, 90-degree weather, not triple digits. I said we'll be on blacktop. We'll have twice as much room, actually 3 times more room than we had this year. So if we, hopefully exceed the 100+ trucks we had this year, it'd be nice if we could double that for this next year. And if we do, we'll still have plenty of room. We got a few other things, maybe a truck derby that we're looking at doing. I want to get back to the old transfer races and backing up doubles, maybe hay squeeze race to go along with it. I do have talks with the guy who runs the stadium. So if that all works out, we might be able to have the truck derby right there in the stadium with, seating and everything for everybody to watch. So yeah, so it's coming along nicely. Things are falling into place like they should be. We're actually just about done with the website. We're going to do everything digital this year. So we'll be able to go on the website. Drivers can register on the website, pay on the website, and get rid of all this paperwork and stuff that we've had to do in the past. So I just actually talked to the guy yesterday about that. So things are coming along good with that. Getting the judges lined up. Going to do a little bit of restructuring with the judging system and the judges from last year to make sure that goes a lot smoother this year. And the categories and stuff, I'm going to kind of redo those a little bit. So yeah, a lot of good things. I learned a lot from last year. So hopefully this next year will be way smoother. Hopefully not as hot, lots of room, no dust, and hopefully be a lot more entertaining for everybody throughout the whole weekend. I think the truck derby is more exciting right now to me than anything. So it gets back to the old school roots. Like you and myself, and raised up with my dad is, that was the old school stuff. You got somebody who go back and set a doubles up. That was a driver. Yep. You got a transfer guy who can transfer those boxes effortlessly. He only gets out once. I mean, that was the class of our generation, and it'd be nice to get back to that. It'd be nice to get back to some of the old timers that can still do it, and some of the new guys who have learned that same craft to show it off. I mean, I think it's kind of a dying breed type of thing, and we can get it back going again, especially here in the heart of the valley, where there's hay fields everywhere. We're in the middle of hay country, and get some of these transfer guys to come out and show their stuff, I think would be, a great time for everybody that weekend, and add that little more, spice to the whole weekend with it, than just the show and shine. So we're excited.
I look back at my days of just being out there and running by the ton, and it was no joke, man. It was all about getting that last nugget in the day on your truck and on the ground, wherever you were getting paid for taking it to. And the faster you got yourself, in and out, the more you could haul in a day. And I got to laugh at some of the stuff I see and have seen over the years. We all have our day where, something crappy happens. Trust me, I've had mine, but I would love to see the truck rodeo kind of thing come back. I would love to see that. That would be great. I think it could be inspiring for some of these younger guys that never really got the finer points of what we do out there and under their belt, and maybe, start picking those habits up, which are all good habits, to make it through the day safely, profitably. Don't hurt yourself or anybody else, and take care of your equipment. So there's a lot of stuff going on out there to really think about when you're doing it. But I laughed the other day. I saw somebody posted a video, and a transfer guy, and he went to go pick up his can and drop it off and put it back on the trailer, and they pulled forward and he got out. What did he do? He drops the glove on the ground. Anyway, whatever you got to do, man, whatever you got to
do. Hey, I've dropped a glove or two in my day too, so it's better than bending something up.
I know. Well, anyway, so I look forward to it, and yeah, we're all going to be praying that we get cooler weather, so we can all enjoy the show without melting our brains out there in the 100 and whatever heat that it might be or could be or was. So look forward to that. Well, that's about all we got time for, man. We've darn near burned an hour here, buddy. So I'm going to let you go. And you got plans for Christmas? What's happening? You got the tree up and the lights up and all that fun stuff yet?
Yeah, well, the only lights that go up around my house are on my truck. So Christmas tree, I don't have the Christmas tree yet. We're going to go this weekend. I got a couple of boys, they're young men, but I call them my kids that are going to come help me grab a tree this weekend and get it set up. But we're just hanging out at the house, just keeping my recovery going. My two little boys, of course, it's everything about Christmas right now and Santa and everything else. So I think they're definitely more excited, and we're excited for them. But yeah, we're just staying around the house and keeping it low keyed. So
yeah, we were talking earlier, CG and I were talking, and it's Christmas. It's a funny holiday for a lot of different reasons for a lot of different folks. But if you got kids, you're going to have fun because the kids get excited, and it's a magical time for them. For us, it's like, I don't know what to buy her. She doesn't know what to buy him. And we're all sitting there trying to figure that out. And there's only 15 days left. And, the countdown's on. And here we are, probably in the worst year ever of trying to be able to get out to buy stuff, because I don't know if there is anything out there even,
you're not going to be able to pick up anything in the last minute this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, man, no way. And, we were talking like, gift cards are the magical pill for me. I dig that idea, but last time I gave one of those away, I got slammed for it. Hey, I got something for you though, buddy. And I'm going to bring it up right now. You will be getting one of these polishing kits from Renegade USA. And of course, this is the actual kit. This thing weighs a ton. So I've never even opened it, man. I don't know what all's in there. If the wheels are in there and everything, like I think everything that you see on there is in that kit. We'll get one of those out to you. And then also, and I'm going to bring the graphic up for you here right now. This from Pittsburgh Power, excuse me, max mileage. We'll love to hear how that works out in your truck. And congratulations from both Renegade Products and from Pittsburgh Power, the folks that bring you max mileage. And this fuel catalyst that they manufacture, that is a product that they developed, designed, and are selling. It is available to run in anything. So whether it's going to be your big truck, your pickup, mom's car, or your motorcycle, whatever you want, I've just heard nothing but good things about it. So congrats on that, and Merry Christmas.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you much. That max mileage, I've been using some other kind of diesel additives and stuff. So I think I'm more excited about that to see how that works out in the truck compared to the other couple of ones I've used. So
well, I've heard nothing but good things. So I look forward to hearing how it works out for you. And of course, in that beautiful truck back on the road with all the new things that you've done to it since it's been down along with you. So truck's been getting new and better stuff, gooder stuff, as John Jakes would say. And you'll be ready to go here soon, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It takes more than just a simple knee surgery to knock me out. That's for sure. Oh,
John Jakes here. So John Jakes, of course, Mr. In-N-Out. He loves the In-N-Out burger. And of course, Miss Julia is also an In-N-Out fan, and they always kind of poke each other about In-N-Out and meeting up for an In-N-Out burger. And John's saying you need to get coupons. Billy Joe Burrell, I don't know about that, buddy. He got himself a pet rock. That's about 30 years too old for that, man. That would have been good back about 30 years ago. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, listen, you got anybody you want to say hi and Merry Christmas to? We'll do that before we get you out of here. How's that?
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, was obviously Merry Christmas to my son CJ, Kirsten, my daughter who's in Utah. She's going to school there. My sister Sherry, I think she found out that she was watching. She's out of Idaho, so Merry Christmas, you guys. Of course, we'll see my two oldest kids on Christmas, thank goodness. So, my right hand man Brett, if he's watching, thanks again, buddy. And of course, my wife Ashley, who's I think she's in the living room with the boys. Love you too, son. Let her know, man, thanks for supporting me all this. I mean, if it really wasn't for the support that I get from her, I mean, I don't think I would have been this far, this far into the truck, getting it done like it has without her support. I mean, it's that old saying, behind every good man, there's a good woman pushing them. So, and she definitely does that. And she supported me in all these truck shows and the heat. And, she's been right there next to my side the whole time. And I can't be more blessed to have such a wonderful companion like her. So thanks, honey. I appreciate it. I know you're in the other room watching, so you can give me a kiss when I get out there.
I think your Christmas present just got bigger. and I love hearing that, because it does. It takes a team. Partners got to understand what it takes to make things happen in this industry, and it ain't a job. It's a lifestyle.
No, it is a lifestyle, and
yeah,
not everybody can do it, and not every wife can do it. So you got to find that special one to make it all work.
Yep, you do. So it looks like you have. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on the December cover, 10-4 magazine. Again, welcome to the family. And Ashley says she knows what she signed up for here. There she is right there.
Yes, you did, honey.
All right, honey, your present got bigger too. All right, we're out here making friends and inspiring them to buy bigger presents for each other. But more than that, love having you guys as part of the team, and can't wait to see you again soon somewhere. Hopefully, who knows? Are we going to see you in Louisville? Are you going to make that trip out, or you think?
No, I won't make Louisville. Okay. For right now, I'm pretty much until my truck show next year. I probably won't be out to anything until then. So
okay, all right.
Then of course after my truck show, I'll be full bore.
Yep.
with the truck shows around here, and hopefully we'll make it out to another one in the Midwest again.
Yeah. Well, we got some great West Coast shows coming up that are going to be a lot of fun for everybody this year. Besides, in addition to yours. So. Look forward to that. We'll look forward to seeing and talking to you soon, CG. Have a great Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. From all of us
awesome. Here at Thank you again, sir. Thank you, 10-4 family. We appreciate it very much. Have a good holidays.
All right, on. Take care.
All right. Bye.
All right, you guys. Love hearing it, man. Love hearing support from family, from wives and husbands, whoever's out in the truck and who's not. Sometimes it's both, sometimes one or the other. So but it absolutely takes a team. Want to show you guys something real quick here on the 10-4 website, 10-4magazine.com, of course. Get all your gear. All you have to do is click on that. If that was too fast for you, I will go back. This is on any page that you go to on the magazine, every single page. All you have to do is scroll down over in the right here, and you look for the Stay Loaded logo, and there it is. That's what they have available right now. So if you're thinking about anything 10-4, that's what you need to do. You need to get it now. So get that thing wrapped up for Christmas and under the tree if you can. I would say probably still enough time to do any of that. Order extra in case, mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, the kids, whatever, whoever wants to get a 10-4 shirt, and whether they do or not, they don't know it. You do. Get one for them. And he has hats. So Stay Loaded still has some hats right there, guys. Get your choice in there. Of course, 3 fantastic choices this year. Those are the backs. Here are the fronts of each shirt. Got to tell you guys, I can tell you this much. This design, the back of the back row shirt, we have a 10-4 fan that got that tattooed on their back. I'm not kidding you. The whole thing tattooed on their back. They didn't put the 10-4 magazine logo on there yet. So if you're watching out there, buddy, I'd really be impressed if you get that tattoo thing going and put the 10-4 magazine logo on there. Then I know you love us. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, no kidding. The back, this guy's whole back is the back of that shirt. So he could he could be wearing that shirt, take it off, and nobody'd know. Hey. So there's a lot of love out there for 10-4, obviously, and great artwork, I guess, on Stay Loaded's part, because we love what they do for us, and apparently so did somebody else enough to tattoo it on their back. So he said it was exactly what he was looking for, and there it is. So on his back it is. Next up, I want you guys to take time to check out, if you're looking for the other cool thing that you can just push the button on, is subscribe. Go to our subscribe tab, click on it, choose what it is you want to do. You can get a single magazine every month delivered to you, or 5 copies per month. Single magazine per month subscription fee is $50. And that price can go up depending on where you are. If you're out of the United States, obviously we need to pay for the freight. Well, you need to pay for the freight, because that's all we're collecting is freight on these guys. We're not really getting anything off of this. We're just charging freight. The magazine comes to you shipped in a clear plastic sleeve, protected, and it is in perfect condition as it was the day that it came off the press. So get your subscription to 10-4 magazine. Send one to friends, your folks, whoever's out there that's trucking or not trucking anymore, or would like to have a copy. Go ahead and get that done. I don't think we ever run out of those. So you guys get yourself set up with that. If you want one for the shop, get yourself 5 copies per month. Or if you are a chrome shop somewhere across the country, or some kind of a repair facility or truck stop, get a hold of us. We'd love to talk to you and find out if this is a fit for 10-4, and for you to advertise with 10-4 magazine, of course. Tell them John sent you, and we'll get you set up with a rack maybe. We need to find out where that is, and if it makes sense, then we'll make it work. Yeah, Billy Joe Burrell, hashtag I want my 10-4, man. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Well, we'll probably see if we can do a subscription. I mean, it is Christmas, so tune in next week. And we do have Christmas Eve. I may do a Christmas Eve show. Christmas Eve is on a Friday this year, so we'll see how that turns out. And if it works out to be done, then we'll do it. And of course, all the new pictures, stories, and everything are available right now. Joplin's show report is up from GBAT's Guilty by Association truck show, which was phenomenal. Absolutely incredible show. So all the cool trucks, 3 pages of them on the website for you guys to check out. Be sure and go and do that. Also want to make mention, of course, of Trucking for Kids. Trucking for Kids 2022 will be coming up sometime in the latter half of 2022. That means September, October. Not sure when yet, but we're getting those dates worked out and nailed down. As soon as we have them, we'll let you guys know. If you have a truck show, and this goes out to CG as well, if you have a show, or if you have any kind of event that you are putting on, make sure you create a Facebook calendar event on your Facebook page. That way I can go there and share it over onto the 10-4 magazine page. We have a few more people than most of you out there on our page, so we'd love to be able to get that information out to everybody. And of course, be the source for all that information that is out there about truck shows that are coming up. So we usually put a nice list together. Typically, it's right here under the events tab. And that would be a list of all the upcoming shows. These are all the past shows for 2021. And we had a bunch this year. I mean, we were not short of truck shows in 2021. That is for sure. So we'll see what happens in 2022. In fact, the first show listed on here for 2022 is the Florida Trucking Show. And that is in the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention Center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Coincidentally, that show is put on by these folks right here, California Trucking Show. Same people. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go and watch, hopefully, our Folsom Bulldogs, who are taking on Cathedral Catholic in the California State Championship football game tonight, starting in 1 hour. And go Bulldogs. That's all I got to say right there. Go Bulldogs. Oh, Dan, I see a note from Dan here. I'm sorry. That has been canceled. The Florida show, I'm sorry. So the Florida show has been canceled. Okay. I hope that's not because of for the wrong reasons. I don't know if there's any right reasons for canceling a truck show, but I think you guys know what I mean. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Dan, thanks for sharing that, buddy. I didn't even see that until just now. So take that out of the mix, guys. Florida is not happening, at least not that show in Florida. So, and yeah, I'd like to say the same thing. Thanks for everyone for hanging out tonight. Have a great weekend. Get that from both Dan and I. As well as everybody else, the 10-4 family, wishing all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll be back next week. We have 2 more shows this month to put out there for you. We'll make sure you guys get those. And want to thank, of course, our sponsors. And I don't know where they went, so let's bring them back. All of a sudden, I looked up and they're gone. Where did those guys go? I want to thank Pittsburgh Power and their max mileage fuel catalyst additive. Be sure and go to pittsburghpower.com, find out all about that. Renegade Products USA, of course, keeping everything shiny and clean out there. Don't drive dirty. Jesse's Equipment Sales, go to their website, Facebook page, get on there and find out about that latest giveaway that they're going to start doing soon. I'm imagining that's not going to happen until January, but that'll be the JES, Jesse's Equipment Sales, JES 4, and that is a truck and $10,000 cash. That'll be another Peterbilt, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen it yet myself. In fact, I don't have a whole lot on that truck, but I'm going to reach out to them next week and find out what's going on there from Jesse's. And in fact, they are not in Hobbs, New Mexico any longer either. They moved to Texas. So check them out. Get yourselves entered into that next truck giveaway for a truck, Peterbilt, all done up, redone, beautiful setup, and 10 grand cash in your pocket if you win. Everybody else out there, appreciate everybody always that is part of the team, 10-4 marketing partners, and our partnership with our marketing folks out there. There's nothing better. We appreciate you. It's, of course, you that keeps the lights on and everything happening here at 10-4. Appreciate the heck out of you, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Keep the shiny side up, and we will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Get all that Christmas stuff done, or else you're going to run out of time. Believe me, I know. Take care.